Hi there, I'm Crystal Allen. City Beat is on location coming to you from Legacy Park inside the historic West Side community. This is Black History Month, and we are also honoring the rich legacy and profound impact the Black community has had on Las Vegas and throughout this country. Legacy Park, where we're standing right now, has become a revered space where the community gathers to honor and celebrate community leaders who have made and leaders who are making a lasting imprint on this community. They're forever enshrined in this space, and this year is no different. The City of Las Vegas recently announced its 2025 Legacy Park inductees. So stay tuned right here to City of Las Vegas TV to find out more about who they are and how you can help honor them later this year. Well, speaking of legacy, this very TV station, City of Las Vegas TV, recently celebrated a major milestone. Once known as KCLV Channel 2, the city's television station is now City of Las Vegas TV, your community connection. Our communications director, David Riggleman, took us on a tour to explain how and where it all began. We even take a look back at some of our first shows, including a very funny moment with our current mayor, Shelley Berkeley. But first, we continue our celebration of Black History Month. The city recently held its annual Trailblazer Service Awards ceremony. Now, these Trailblazers aren't quite in Legacy Park just yet, but the city is recognizing the contributions they're making to the community right now. Congratulations to the 2025 African American Trailblazer Service Awardees. This year's Trailblazer Impact Awardee is Kimberly Bailey Terrell. This accomplished entrepreneur and business developer was the first Black magazine publisher in Nevada. She co-founded Black Image Magazine with her husband, Charles Terrell. They also created the Las Vegas Taste and Sounds of Soul Festival and Las Vegas Cultural Festival, attracting thousands of locals and tourists. Bailey Terrell is also executive producer and host of the 28-year-old show Enterprising People on KCEP 88.1.
People see the work, and that's what really means, because it really is about the work. It's about the work that not just myself, but so many people that contribute to whatever we're trying to do with Black Image Magazine, or with Caravan for Mammogram, or with Taste and Sound of Soul, or with Culture Fest. I mean, people, it's been a collective of people, and we couldn't do it without our community and the support.
This year's Educator Awardee is Ayoka Snipes. The proud principal of Helen Toland International Academy is committed to improving access and equity in education for underserved students. Whether it's a student, teacher, or parent, Snipes' passion for uplifting and helping others is at the heart of who she is.
Sometimes you don't stop and really think about the impact that you're making, because like I said earlier, it's not really about me, it's just about the kids and, you know, working with the kids. But when you have to sit and hold your peace and think about the work that you're doing, and thinking about this award, legacy, really does come to mind, because the work that we're doing will last forever.
The 2025 Community Activism and Politics Awardee is Capucine Holmes. Holmes is the Chief Marketing Officer for Smart Time Consultants, LLC, a certified woman and minority-owned business serving clients like the NFL, Hilton, and NASCAR. She's dedicated to community activism and advancing public policy, often extending her talents to help nonprofits land grants and create impactful community programs.
I had that wow moment, like, wow, someone sees me. You know, as growing up, my mom, she's not here with me anymore, but as I was growing up, she would say, Capucine, let people see your heart. Not by the words that you say, but the things that you do. And at that moment, it resonated with me. It resonated within my spirit and in my soul.
This year's Spiritual Community Awardee is elect First Lady Alma Faye McDonald. She dutifully serves as First Lady of Wealthy Place Ministries. This motivational, faith-led leader oversees the women's and music ministries at the church. Beyond the church walls, she committed more than 30 years of service to students and families, serving in various roles in the Clark County School District.
I have a servant heart, and so it is my endeavor to continue to serve the community, to continue to let my light shine, to continue to use my hand to strengthen those that are in the community, to speak kind words, just to be good to humanity. That's my desire, just to serve.
The 2025 Business and Economic Advancement Awardee is Bobby Mullins. The visionary entrepreneur founded Raw Remedies, a thriving natural hair and skincare spa in the heart of the 18B Arts District. Rooted in community, she co-founded Soul Session, an open mic event celebrating local artists, and organizes the Black Las Vegas Food Fest and Dreamers Fest. She's also a champion of social equity and justice, working as an organizer with the Progressive Leadership Alliance of Nevada.
I was ecstatic, and it's because when you are trailblazing, you have your foot on the ground and you're doing the work. And sometimes you don't get a lot of accolades or, to let you know that you are doing a great job. So I appreciate the city honoring me with that. Just lets me know that I'm on the right trail.
This year's Tyrone Thompson Emerging Leader Awardee is Avery Walker. This remarkable dance talent honed his skills in part in the historic West Side and has graced stages across the U.S., Europe, South Korea, and Canada. He made his mark as the first full-time African-American dance instructor at the Las Vegas Academy of the Arts. He serves as the artistic director of the City of Las Vegas's Live Arts Institute and performs on the Las Vegas Strip.
Within the work, you find who you are, and that's the thing that I think has kept me the most motivated and inspired, is just knowing that there's always more work to be done, and so that means that I'm not finished developing. There's more I can contribute, more I can pull out of myself and pull out of others.
The City of Las Vegas is proud to honor trailblazers in our community. Congratulations to all our 2025 African American Trailblazer Service Awardees. And we salute all of our honorees for 2025. Hey, a special thanks to our Youth Development and Social Initiatives Department, led by Dr. Tammy Mallage. They put on the event each and every year. Shout out to Halima Bailey West and her team, who do a phenomenal job of making this morning so special. Okay, now it's time to celebrate that major milestone. If you haven't heard by now, we are now City of Las Vegas TV. This year marked our 25th anniversary. We're taking a look back at how and where it all started. Join us on this special tour. Plus,
we had 600 people at the wedding. I had 19 bridesmaids.
This is not your first.
So this is my second
Right, okay,
wedding.
fine.
Right?
Just
Yes,
to make
the other
sure.
one was a little more sedate.
this hilarious throwback moment with our mayor, Shelley Berkeley, the cameo she made on this station 14 years ago, before she was mayor. You don't want to miss this.
Selfie. Nailed it.
Welcome back. Time now to talk about that special anniversary. That's right. Our station, City of Las Vegas TV, is celebrating 25 years, and we're celebrating all year long. Right now, we're taking a look back at how and where it all started.
Hi, everybody. This is Oscar Goodman, Mayor of the City of Las Vegas, and it's a historic day today. KCLV Channel 2 is your station.
That was January 5th, 2000. With that announcement from former Mayor Oscar Goodman, the city's new television station, KCLV, made its debut on air.
This will be a public hearing to consider the report of expenses
to recover costs for abatement of it.
For the first time, city residents could catch gavel-to-gavel coverage of city meetings.
The council told us from the get-go that one of their top priorities was going to be providing an open government, meaning people were going to have access to the city in non-traditional ways.
That's David Riggleman, Communications Director for the City of Las Vegas, reflecting on KCLV's 10th anniversary. Now, let's fast forward a few years and take a tour with present-day David.
Well, you wouldn't think that a TV station would start in a fire training center, but that's exactly where we started.
So this is where it started.
This is where it started, and you're going to be impressed.
Oh, okay. Can't wait. Let's see. You're our tour guide, so please lead the way.
Come on in. This is where we started.
This is where it all
the
began.
fire training center. This was the control room.
This is the control room.
This was the control room.
You had all the equipment in here for a
Yes,
control room.
Exactly. The switcher, the monitors, all that was in here. That everything jammed into here.
To give you some perspective, this is our control room, present day. Needless to say, an office doubling as a control room made for a tight squeeze. I take it you were like this in there.
Small. And this was the studio, the entire studio.
This
Now,
is the studio.
This was it. And when you
Okay.
would bring in the cameras and the sets, we were really, it was kind of reminded me of Wayne's World a little bit, that we were kind of just in the corner of some.
That's a good pop culture reference there.
Exactly.
Okay, yes.
Somebody's basement. You know, you can see it's a fairly small space, and so what would happen is every time we would do a show, we would have to take that set down and then set up another set for the next show.
You heard right, shows. By this point, the station was broadcasting more than just city meetings. City Beat, the show you're watching right now, joined the KCLV lineup.
Welcome to City Beat. Hi, I'm Brian Willett.
A few years later, a new host came on the City Beat scene.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to this edition of City Beat. I'm your host, Nancy Byrne.
Willett passed the hosting duties to longtime KCLV host and beloved community fixture Nancy Byrne, who faithfully served for 20 years. Hi there, I'm Crystal Allen, and welcome to City Beat. When Nancy retired, I humbly picked up the torch to carry on the City Beat legacy. And here's another KCLV original.
Hello and welcome to Access City Council. I'm David Riggleman, Communications Director for the City of Las Vegas.
That's one of the first Access City Council recordings. David, aka our tour guide, created the sit-down interview show which still runs today. It highlights city council members and what's happening in their wards. This was all new territory for KCLV, but the crew was clear on the station's mission from the very beginning.
We weren't going to try to replace the local news media by any stretch, but we were going to try to fill that niche that they weren't filling. We're going to show you a complete city council meeting, uncut, unedited. We're going to tell you things that are going on in your neighborhood that probably aren't big enough to make the evening news, but are still important to you if you live in that area. So that was always the focus, and that was always what we wanted to try to accomplish. And 25 years later, we're still doing it. So
Well, it looks like you had a great first step.
I look at it now, and it's a miracle we got a second step out of there.
But that's a great transition because that second step is where we're headed now, right?
That's true.
Okay.
We moved from here for 2 years later, and I'll show you where we ended up 2 years after we moved in here.
You lead the way. You're the one leading the tour. Good stuff, huh? Well, lucky for you, the tour is not over. We're going to bring you the rest of the tour on the other side of the break, and you'll see how we ultimately got here 25 years later. Plus,
Now, we had 600 people at the wedding. I had 19 bridesmaids.
This is not your first.
This is my second
Right, okay,
wedding.
fine,
Right?
yes,
Yes,
thank
the other one was a little more sedate.
this hilarious throwback moment with our mayor, Shelley Berkeley. Coming up, her cameo on the station 14 years ago before she was mayor. You don't want to miss this.
1 in 6 seniors faces the threat of hunger, and millions more live in isolation.
America, let's do lunch.
Drop off a hot meal and say a quick hello. Volunteer for Meals on Wheels by donating your lunch break at americaletsdolunch.org.
Hey there, welcome back. You're watching City Beat. Well, before we left, we brought you part 1 of our tour at KCLV Channel 2 before it became City of Las Vegas TV. Our communications director, David Riggleman, is our tour guide. He was the man charged with starting, strategizing, and staffing what at that time was a brand new TV station. All right, we're gonna pick it back up, taking a look at how and where this journey all started.
Well, Crystal, this was where we moved to in 2002, and we thought we'd died and gone to heaven because we moved from the corner of the Fire Training Center to this whole building. Now, this is much smaller than the studio we're in now over at the new City Hall, but this was state-of-the-art for us back at the time. Carolyn Levering is going to send a little tip.
The station was located off Las Vegas Boulevard and Stewart Avenue, right next to the old City Hall. As you're standing here and coming back to what essentially was our second home, you know, what's kind of going through your head? What memories are coming back?
Some of the fond memories that I have of this building is the first time we won an Emmy Award, and this guy behind the camera had something to do with that.
Our Eric Sorensen,
exactly.
photojournalist.
We found out we won our first Emmy when we were in this building, so this place always has a special place for me.
That Emmy Award-winning piece was Las Vegas Gangs, not our kids. Award-winning KCLV host and supervisor Nancy Byrne produced the piece alongside 2 other award winners, photojournalists Eric Sorensen and audio-video specialist Jesse Harville. As for shows, Las Vegas Town Hall, hosted by former Mayor Oscar Goodman, became a fixture on the KCLV lineup, but the show signed off when the mayor termed out. This is the final episode in 2011. Sitting on set with former Mayor Oscar Goodman, 2 future mayors, former Mayor Carolyn Goodman and current Mayor Shelley Berkeley.
You know, when I was getting married, we had 600 people at the wedding. I had 19 bridesmaids, and so it was huge. It was
This
just
wasn't your first wedding.
blur
This
in
is
my
not your
head.
first.
This is my second
Right, okay,
wedding,
fine,
right?
just
Yes,
to
the
make
other one was a little more sedate. Nonetheless. So I'm there at the receiving line, and the people are walking by, and I'm, shaking hands with everybody, and I don't know what the heck's going on. So a month later, I get the photos from the photographer. I start looking through the photos. There's Oscar at the end of the receiving line, and I have a picture of Oscar with my mother, a picture of Oscar with my father, with the groom, with all my bridesmaids. There were 19 bridesmaids and Oscar. And the amazing thing is, I didn't invite Oscar to my wedding.
The station also evolved, providing other ways for viewers to watch KCLV.
You're watching City Beat, but as you can see, you're watching it on your computer. Thanks to a technology called video streaming, we're now able to show all of our programs.
In 2012, KCLV's time on Las Vegas Boulevard came to a close. The time had come to make a move. So from here, our second stop, we'll move to our last and final location, which is where we are now, right?
Yes, exactly.
Okay,
Sounds
is he
good.
gonna lead the way?
All right, here we go. Let's hit it.
go.
Yeah, you know the way, I think. Well, and Crystal, of course, that brings us to our current home. And you can see this is a far cry from where we started. So we're very fortunate and glad that we were able to have the council support that we did to move here.
And what year was that?
We moved here in 2012. We moved into this studio. So, but you saw where we started, and yeah, look at the difference.
Oh, what a difference a few years can make.
Oh yeah.
In our third home, more shows and segments were added to the programming schedule. Our most recent addition, Down for Vegas, a show exploring all things Vegas, streaming on one of our city's YouTube channels. The city, however, never lost sight of its mission of providing residents with important and sometimes life-saving information. Case in point, our daily news updates during the height of the coronavirus. And now, after 25 years of bringing city government closer to you, the station once known as KCLV Channel 2 is now City of Las Vegas TV. For the past 25 years and the next 25, City of Las Vegas TV will continue to be your community connection.
To the next 25.
To the
Crystal,
next
yeah.
25. I like that. Onward and upward to 25.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, David. What a cool look back. It has definitely been a journey, and we are so grateful that you have been with us every step of the way for all those 25 years. And hey, here's to 25 more right here on City of Las Vegas TV. We thank you. Well, you know, there's one thing all of us around here at the City of Las Vegas TV love, and that's the fur babies. Coming up, an adorable pup, plus some important information from the Nevada SPCA. Stay with us.
If you smoked, this new lung cancer screening could save your life. Visit SaveByTheScan.org.
Touchdown! Did you see that? Whoa, we scored? Yeah, we scored. We're going to the playoffs.
Hey, welcome back. Now, this is truly one of our favorite segments here at City of Las Vegas TV, is when we get to hang out with the adorable fur babies. Our friends from the Nevada SPCA stopped by our studio for a little visit. Check it out. All I got to say is, look at this face. Oh my, and he knows it too. This is Lori. Well, this isn't Lori. This is our friend Lori with Nevada SPCA, and you brought a cute little friend with you today.
I did, Crystal, and this little pug is Flounder. And he is 3 years old, and as you can tell, he's very uptight about this interview as he just hangs out with us today. And he is a stray, and sadly, Crystal, he did not have the identification that he needed, especially a microchip.
Yep.
So we could find his owners. So he is available for adoption at Nevada SPCA.
And let me tell you, with a face like that and as calm and cool and collected as he is, he's going to go fast.
Yes, he is. And he's also, Crystal, a good example of the variety of breeds that we get at Nevada SPCA. Because animal shelters get a stereotype for having certain breeds.
Sure.
And we really have a variety of breeds like pugs here that come into our shelter. So for any family that's looking for a forever friend.
And I heard he likes a certain type of treat, Lori, doesn't he?
Well, he does. He loves these little beef jerkies.
Okay, so, ooh, and Flounder's like, I'm ready. Because I've been doing so well with my interview. I get my treat. How about that, Flounder? Oh, I think I got a friend now. I love it. Well, Lori, tell us a little bit about how old Flounder is. And you really brought up an important point that you think he might have belonged to someone, you know, but he just didn't have any identification.
Yeah, so best identification, Crystal, is a microchip.
Right.
And also an ID tag on the collar, but you know, collars can fall off.
Sure.
So when that happens, that's why a microchip is so important. And a microchip is also the law in the city of Las Vegas.
So glad you mentioned that.
So we of course have him on all the social media outlets, on our on websites, so that if the owner is looking for him, they can find him. And if not, Nevada SPCA is a safety net for animals like Flounder here, and we will find him a new loving home.
Oh my gosh, and you deserve it. Look at that face. You look back at me like, yes, please. Someone take me, because I'm just too sweet and too cute. Well, listen, you also are providing a lot of support for pet owners who may be struggling a little bit because, you know, kind of times are tough for a lot of people. Let's talk about that program, Lori.
We do. So in 2023, because of a generous grant from a local family foundation, the Engelstad Foundation, we were able to start our community support program at Nevada SPCA. And what that is, Crystal, is that if there are pet owners that want to surrender their pets because they do not have enough money, they need food, they need veterinary assistance, we will intervene and provide that food and veterinary assistance, because our goal, in addition to finding new homes for animals like Flounder, is to keep pets in homes with the owners that love them.
Very true. Yeah, and that's so important because, you know, you don't want any barriers to prevent people from being able, you know, to keep their pets at home so they ultimately don't end up back at your shelter, even though you all give them great care, but still, that's not the goal.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we all know that things are very expensive nowadays.
Yes.
And, you know, we, along with some of the other rescues in the community, are fighting for more access to low-cost care. Because right now, for example, if you were to go in and get a spay for a large dog, even low cost, it's going to be $300. And a lot of people just don't have that. So when we can, we were able to help over 500 pets stay in home last year. And in 2025, really hoping that that number will double.
Absolutely. And you're kind of going over, in general, some of the supports that you offer. Can you break down some of those supports again?
Sure. We have a pet pantry. Actually, our pet pantry started during the pandemic back in 2020.
I remember that.
And we've grown it. And you can just reach out, sign up on our website, and pick up a month's worth of food for the pets that you have in your home, dogs, cats, and some small pets.
Sure.
We also provide education. If you just have some questions, our community support coordinator is a veterinary assistant. So she's been able to help with some sometimes simple, sometimes more extensive advice on how to care for your pet. And then the veterinary assistance piece, because we all of us with pets know how expensive that has gotten.
Right.
So we are able to, through a series of great paw partners, veterinary clinics in the community that provide us affordable pricing and access, we are able to connect them with those veterinarians. And then our community support fund pays for the veterinary assistance. And sometimes it's as simple as an annual exam, a spay and neuter, but we've also funded some more expensive procedures, $2,000 and up, because we knew that's what it took to keep that animal in the home.
Of course. And you're doing whatever it takes, Lori. You and everybody over there at the Nevada SPCA, shout out to everybody because they're always so sweet to us every time we come. And this is a little sweet pea too that you can make part of your forever family. So we'll have the number on the screen where people can just call and find out more about all your wonderful services and all the help that you provide. So Lori, thank you so much.
Thanks, Crystal.
Thank you, Flounder. You were wonderful. Your TV debut, look at you. Before we leave you today, we have to give another shout out to our communications director, David Riggleman. David was recently honored with a Lifetime Achievement Award from the Las Vegas chapter of the Public Relations Society of America. Big congrats to David, representing us well. Hey, and on top of that, he went viral. Check out his Gen Z rendition announcement of our 25th anniversary.
Good, fam. This station has ate and left no crumbs for 25 years. Let's peep where all the magic happens. This is where we let him cook, the control room, high key. It's given the we run the show energy, and we're obsessed. Over here is the set, AKA the glow-up zone. All the iconic moments you've ever seen started right here. 25 years of straight bangers. The history here, fire. Well, that's the tour. Thanks for vibing with us. Follow for more behind the scenes. Bet we'll be slaying for the next 25.
Now that's a banger. Borrowing from the Gen Z lexicon, we are so grateful for you spending some time with us for this special edition of City Beat. Hey, stay tuned because we're going to continue to celebrate our 25th anniversary all throughout the year. So we'll have special segments and stories, kind of taking a look back, taking a walk down memory lane, and you are walking right alongside with us. So thanks again for watching. We'll see you on the next City Beat. Until then, we'll see you next time. Find out what's going on all over the city of Las Vegas by subscribing to the City Beat e-newsletter. Simply scan this QR code to get a preview of each show twice a month.